All right, guys, just wrapped up a day riding here at the goat farm. We are here with Yamaha for the 2023 YZ450F Intro. And I was a big fan of this old bike, especially the FX off-road version. And I was a little nervous that they could, ruin it or take away some of the traits I liked, but overall they made everything better and didn't really sacrifice anything. Starting with the engine, bike has plenty of power, maybe too much at times, but overall it has plenty of power, but it's very easy to ride. Something I struggle with on the old YZ450F motocrosser. This one is smooth and linear and always has plenty of power on tap. You could ride a gear high. It revs for seemingly forever and makes power all the way up top. Not that we always ride 450s like that, but it is there on tap if you need it or want it. Yeah, overall the engine's much improved, and with the mapping, the GYTR app, we can find our favorite map pretty easy, and they updated it to where it's easier to use for just a normal guy. So if you don't have if you're not super into it or just want a quick change, we feel it's a lot easier and user-friendly to make changes on that. But yeah, overall the suspension we feel is a big improvement as well. I feel like for myself they got a lot more comfort out of it without sacrificing any performance. Before I was kind of had some harshness and deflect, and I just never could feel all that comfortable on the old YZ450 motocrosser. But here today at the goat farm, I felt super comfortable pretty much right away. We only made 1 or 2 clicker changes, stiffened up the fork, lowered the sag a little bit, and then adjusted high-speed compression. Went out on the high speed to settle down the rear end and just get a more balanced overall feel. But yeah, overall I was really impressed with the suspension. And then the handling, as you can see here, the bike is much thinner and narrower, and has a flatter seat profile, and it's overall just much easier to hop on and feel right at home. It's much more in line with the rest of the bikes in its class. The bike I thought you couldn't get used to the old bike, but it did require just some time to get used to it. Whereas now the shrouds aren't very wide, the seat is flat, the peg to seat ratio is pretty spot on as far as I'm concerned. Even though I'm not the tallest guy, it feels much more comfortable, and just you feel like you're riding on the bike, not in it. So, which I think is an improvement. Yeah, overall it's a very solid machine. Yamaha did not disappoint with this new bike, and I hope to ride it here soon on the West Coast and get some more testing in, and we'll keep it going. So check out dirtbiketest.com for my full review and other stuff dirt bike related, and we'll see you later.